Hey YouTube, this is Siren Frost coming at you again with the 5th deck profile this time, and we're almost done with our deck profile revival extravaganza, so I'm very happy about that, because I know there's a lot of deck profiles. I've been doing a lot of deck profiles today, and I think I'm just in the mood for it, so. Anyways, sorry, but not sorry. Anyways, this 5th deck profile for the 5th one, we're doing Dark Zone, featuring Dark Irregulars, Blade Wing Stride. So we have Blade Wing this time. Now, back in the time when Set 7 came out, I think, Set 7 of BT7 came out, I believe Blade Wing Reijy was something that people was not really very fond of. You know, like, he has several damages, like, he can do excruciatingly painful decisions, so. But, I personally like him. I mean, I've held on to Reijy for a very long time, because I was hoping in the future that, you know, he may become more useful. And now my wish came true, so I like Dark Zone a lot. Plus, with the new support we got from the Fires Collection and Set 3, I believe, we're going to be hitting this very hardcore. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get on a deck profile. So, we got Greedy Hand as our starting Vanguard. So, what he does, you know, he's a Forerunner, and you Counterblast, and his active ability is, you Counterblast 1, you put him to Soul, and then search your deck for a grade 2 or less Dark Irregular, put in your Soul. No, put in your Soul and then shuffle your deck. So, so you put him in the Soul and you Soul charge a grade 2 unit, so, or grade 2 or less. So, you know, he's just a beginning thing for Soul charging ability, because this deck's all about Soul charging in general. And the more cards you have in the Soul, the more damage you can this deck can really do more damage with more cards in the Soul. And that's what my friend Soul Eater was more noticeable when he was playing Dark Irregulars. And then for Triggerland, we're playing 4 heal triggers of Alice of Nightmareland, because I just love the artwork and, you know, it's amazing. Next, we're playing 12 crits, so we're playing 4 copies of Dark Knight of Nightmareland. You place into the Soul and choose one of your units that has Dark Irregular in its text, and it gets plus 30,000, so adds a little bit more pressure to that. Then we're also playing 4 Blitzwingers, just for that extra critical, and then the newest one we have is Weretigre Fanatica. Yeah, Fanatica. Fanatica. Anyways, that's the new critical trigger for Dark Zone, and he looks like a raging tiger who's been pissed off by his ex-girlfriend. So, go fuck yourself, ex-girlfriends, because we don't like you either. Now, for grade 1s, we're playing 2 copies of Yellow Bolts. What he does, on a Vanguard Regard Circle, you rest him, and then you Soul Charge 1 card. So, again, he also just adds more Soul Charging ability to this deck. It was either him or Luring Succubus, so take your pick on that one. Then we also got 4 copies of the Stride Neighborhood Pure Love Succubus. I'm pretty sure Sharu doesn't mind about me using some of his units to benefit some others, so I don't think he minds. Next, we're also playing 4 copies of Doreen the Thruster, and she is one of the most crucial and the most popular cards to play in Dark Irregulars. As long as you have, or whatever a card is put into Soul, as long as you have her on a Regard Circle, or is it Vanguard too? Nope, just Regard. Anyways, so as long as you put a card in your Soul, she gets plus 3,000 for each one. So, now, someone kind of told me on Cardfight Area that, does her ability only work if it's just, does her ability work if if a card is placed in the Soul in general, or on a field, or how many cards in one, or... You guys leave me in the comment section down below, because I'm not personally sure myself. I just thought I was reading her ability correct, so... You know, you guys can go feel free to leave me a comment section down below on that one. Next, we're also playing... For my final grade 1s, we're playing 4 of the G-Perfect Guards. I can't believe I fucking just didn't say that. So we're playing 4 Flat Breakers, because this deck can be really counterblast heavy as well. So that's why he's in here. So just the extra counterblasting, counter charging, and, you know, perfect guarding. Perfect guarding like a boss. For grade 2, we're playing 4 copies of the Emblem Master. I haven't played this guy in a long ass time. And when his ability does, for Rearguard Vanguard, you can't blast 1. When his unit attack hits a Vanguard, if you have a Dark regular Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, soul charge 3 cards. So he just adds an extra 3 soul charge deal right there. And then we're also playing 3 copies of Gwynn the Ripper. I think he was one of the most sought after cards in Dark Regulars originally, because his Counterblast 2 ability is whenever he's placed on a Vanguard Rearguard circle, as long as you have Dark Regular as a Vanguard, you can choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less Rearguards and retire them. So he has that Blaster Blade ability, but in Dark Zone version. So basically, that's the thing saying, fuck you right there. Next, we're also, for final one, we're playing the lovely, my personal favorite, Flirtatious Succubus, aka Flirty. What she does is just, when she's called to the Vanguard or Rearguard circle, you soul charge 2. So, she just adds a bit of the soul charge ability, right, or soul charge 1. My bad, guys, I'm sorry. Soul charge 1. But yeah, she just adds some soul charge ability to that. And then finally for grade 3s, we're playing the newest Bladewing Sullivan, I think. Is it Sullivan? Yep, Sullivan. 4 copies of Bladewing Sullivan. So what he does is, for his continuous ability is, if the number of cards in your soul is 15 or more, this unit gets a continuous ability. All your guardians get 10,000 shield ability and auto skill. At the end of the battle this unit was attacked, soul blast 2 cards. Okay, so that was a herder. When this unit is placed on a Vanguard circle, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 3 cards with the same name as that unit, and put them in your soul, and shuffle your deck. Same rule applies to Reijy in that context. So, the fun thing about him is that anytime your units guard, guard, or if you're being attacked, and if you're guarding with a huge hand, like, if you play 2 10k attack, 10k shields, they'll automatically become 20k shields each. So this will help you with the stride blockers and anything else, so... Or blocking your opponent's attacks. I guess that's the right thing to say. Sorry, my brain is still fried. So I'm trying to be makes more of this sense as much as I can. And no, I'm not drunk. And then I'm playing 4 copies of Bladewing Reijy, one of the fearsome creatures in set 7. Now, his ability is, if the number of Dark Regulars in your soul is 15 or more, this unit gets +2 critical. That is the one effect that people really hate going up against Reijy for, because of that skill. Also, his auto skill is, when this unit is placed in the Vanguard circle, choose one of your Dark Regular rear guards, search your deck for up to 3 cards with the same name as that card, put them to your soul, and then shuffle your deck. Same rules apply to Sullivan. But yeah, he is one of the best cards, I think, still, because if you can actually get off his ability by getting +2 critical, and if you're playing a 12 crit deck, then you're going to be pretty much fucked up and like getting 3 or +4 criticals if you're lucky, but that's just me. So that's the main deck for Dark Irregulars. Now for G units, we're only playing 2 copies of Wings of Annihilation Bladewing Tibold. I was going to think about playing 4 of him, but I don't own 4 at the moment, so he's going to be working at the moment. But his ability is, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, if you have a heart with Bladewing in its name, return all cards from your drop zone back into your deck, and shuffle your deck. Then, if the number of cards in your soul is 15 or more, until the end of the turn, this unit gets a continuous ability. All your rear guards in the front row gets +10,000, and if not, soul charge 5 cards. So he helps you get the soul charging, ready and getting everything going. It's just one of the best things ever. Like, if you don't, get up to 15 cards in the soul, at least, you won't get that ability, but at least you can soul charge 5 cards. However, if you do have 15 cards in the soul, return all cards in your drop zone back in your deck. I think that's a pretty good way to start the game off, like resetting it. See? Gear Crawl's are the only ones who can have that ability. Next for G units, we're playing 4 copies of Abominable Run 1 Gilles. He's one of the badass cards of the game from set 3, and his skill is choose a face down card named Gilles in your G zone, turn it face up. If the number of cards in your soul is 10 or more, this unit gets plus 10,000 at the end of the turn. So he'll be a 36,000 power boost right there. 36,000 attack right there. Then, if the number of cards in your soul is 15 or more at the end of the turn, this unit gets the glory skill. Your opponent can't call grade 1 or higher cards from the hand to the Guardian Circle. Then, if the face-up cards in your G zone is 2 or more of Gilles, this unit gets plus 1 critical. Oh, God, that's a lot of text to read. Wow, I'm having a hard time reading all these today. So, yeah. 10 or more cards in the soul, he gets plus 10,000. If you have 2 or more face-up Gilles in your G zone, he gets plus 1 critical. Then, if the cards are 15 or more, he gets the glory skill. So that's basically all down your throat at once. And then finally, we're playing 2 copies of Love Tempest Kisskill Lira. Anytime when she attack hits the Vanguard, you soul charge 2. Then, if the cards in your soul is 6 or more, you can draw a free card. So she's in there for extra draw power as well. So anyways, guys, that is my Blade Wing Stride Dark Irregular deck profile for you guys. I hope you guys let me know what you guys think about this deck itself and the build. As always, guys, there will be a full deck list in the description down below. Go ahead and check that out, and some of you guys think that I should do different with this deck, and seeing how I can make it better. And yeah, it's just nice to see the older stuff come back to life after a few supports. So no longer people can have more of a meta variety now. Like, it's a very good feel to it. So anyways, guys, this is Siren Frost. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it, comment down below, rate, and all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys in my last video. We're on our last video, on our last deck profile right now. So yay! And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.